Alright, welcome back to Soul Spark Tarot. And I'm your host, Mr. Renew. And today, we got the beginning to the end. And this beginning to the end is a point of transformation. So, by the end of the year, I want to try to do, the goal is to have a reading a day, regardless of the length. Reading a day. Getting back to the daily messages, check-ins on the daily. And then on the days where I feel inclined, I want to come back and just start up Soul Spark Radio again because I think it deserves these rhymes. It deserves these things that I'm bringing to you right now. Jazzy beats in the background, just helping us speak our tune. It's something that will allow me to feel free. And I hope that you can be free as you grieve these things. These things called lives. Yours and mine. The difference of us two. We're the same, a difference. And that is the message. Understanding differences and how they reconcile to be the same. That's where I'm at right now. That's what's been on my brain all day. Trying to understand where to go, what to do. What do I want to do? That's my affirmation. What do I want? I'm really convinced I can do like almost anything. But it's like I don't want to need to do things for certain reasons. I'd rather do things that I want to do for the right reason. You know? Something that makes me feel good, nice and loved. You know, like this beat. I'm about to start rapping. Oh man. It's funny because, you know, it's the same message, but it just comes out in a different medium. That's the whole purpose of Soul Spark Radio. That's the whole point of me even promoting Re-Spark Yo Spark. That happened through this medium. So that's the same story of soul inspiration, but it's in musical form. Musically creative form, I should really say. But I mean, that's just crazy how it just happened. But yeah, I want to bring it back, man, because I think a lot of the things that we be doing, it has to be reflected upon. And if you don't have the right people to hear what you got to say, that means you got to be your own say. You got to be your own ear. You got to be your own self. And I think this is quite clear that it is what you put your attention on in your mind and your imaginations. So this is why people stay busy. But what happens when you're not busy? Do you just run away? Or do you have to use a new say? I think you need to know how to work on different parts of yourself as different parts of yourself. I think you need to learn how to step into your devilish tendencies. I think you need to apply those devilish tendencies into the world in a way that will help you see how beneficial they are, and then you can work and you can change. You don't have to do things reluctantly. But, you know, that's the thing that I'm looking at. I'm fighting between my own passions. And, you know, I'm just trying to keep asking myself what to do. But it's not what to do. And that's the key. I'm glad that happened to slow it down like it did. It's not what to do. That's being obligated. It's like what to do now. It's like a never-ending story. So learning how to sit down and slow up, you know, I think that's really the key, because at the end of the day, you know, we're trying to see life as a thing And the more you fill it up, the more attention you give it. You know, ladies, mothers in particular, y'all should understand this. I mean, you have a little something inside of you for a long enough period of time, and that motherfucker made a person. Like, that's just crazy as fuck. That shit is crazy as fuck. But you got it in you, you know? And I think that's cool as fuck. But I think it's cooler how it expressed time because, you know, that little thing that you grew, it's still growing over time, and you may change your focus, but that focus that created that thing, it's still living from that one point of being. And that point is the same point. The only thing that changed was the focus, what you loved, what you poured into, the things that you gave yourself and give to others. This love that we all want to experience, that is what we're sharing with others. But are you sharing it with yourself and with the things that you've created? This is the medium aspect of this, you know, whole little channel message. The medium. How is this stuff coming to me? How is it being presented? Like, right now, you guys got music, you got tarot cards, you got, like, the words that I'm saying, the pictures that I'm painting. Y'all got a lot of things happening, background noises and shit, concentric sounds. And then, you know, some of these beats is hitting with these words and things naturally. So it's like, there's a lot going on. I think it's cool. I feel like we chilling. I like the vibe, you know, and we're getting these messages because it's just from a different medium. And so now when I just pull this out like I do, it's magical. It's magical. No bonus flow as I pull these cards. And it's magical. And as I give myself some regard upon the scenery as I reflect upon this magical scenery. That is the love that I have between the me, you, and we. Everything on the scenery. So we gotta share it. We gotta share it. We gotta go and spread the love in a new way. That is my own way. It's just a medium. It's me presenting what? The same thing. Difference on the speed as I bring the sing. But nope, it's just the thought of me and it's you on this walk. Yeah, of me and you as a thought, sharing this love, this walk. Through these conflicts, a walk of new mental constructs. Alright, so if y'all don't know, whenever cards come on like this, that has a meaning to me. I love this meaning. But this is that fraction that I'm talking about. This is the in-between. And the fact that this 10 of candles came out, and this deck here in particular, this means like the starting of something new. And so it's like you went from one thing to all of these little things, or you can take the perspective of being all of these individual little things, and now I can sum you up as one. Either way you go, either way of the top or the bottom of this fraction, new responsibilities of things that are happening in your life are presenting themselves. And that's confirmed with the Temperance card. So for me, this is what you can do with this energy. This is what this energy is stemmed from. So everything is moving second by second, you know, because everything has its own time frame. But right now, this little energetic understanding, this lap, is based upon temperance, which is two things being blended together as one. But most people tend to forget that that one thing is being brewed. So it's also another change happening. So as we're looking at these changes within ourselves, new changes are going to be presented based upon the new sparks that we've now created throughout ourselves. And these new sparks are calling in light, which is why when you take the reciprocal or go from this side to that side, you know, it starts off small, but it looks devilish because that equals what we call cancellation. You'll cancel out what was if you just turn around. Again, that's the idea of you got this poison and you got this poison, and then you put them together, it'll cancel out and make like, you know, an elixir or some shit. I don't know. I think y'all get the flavors. Think Ben and Jerry's. Ben and Jerry's taking some weird shit, making some amazing shit. You know, I don't know. But anyways, the new responsibilities are being rotated based upon you viewing yourself in different ways, things that you enjoyed, right? Those things that you made out of life, or those things that you didn't make. You just find a new meaning and new value, and you presenting that up. And this is like, I think what has been, I don't know why I'm saying this, but what is super attractive about you. I think a lot of people like this about you. But how do you use this? How do you use that? So now we got the 7 and we got the 2. So we got some earth fire energy. So I'm thinking this is like, how do you sustain some kind of like passion? I'm thinking like, oh, so we got to start at the bottom too. So how do you sustain this passion? And the passion is what people see as this Empress energy. So how do you sustain this passion? You got 7 of presents over here. That is normally a card of work hard. But then we got the 2 of candles. Now we're making choices, exchanges. It's 2. There's a difference. So maybe you're looking at the differences between the things you work hard at. Maybe you're trying to look at things from a simpler point of view. Maybe you're taking on the point of view of I'm unique, and whatever is not unique to you can go by the wayside. You can drop that candle. I think that's what this is, because again, these candles are being held up. You got these candles and they're being held up as new responsibilities, and I think that's what's happening. You're choosing what to do, even if you're not doing it yet. I think you're like calling it in energetically because you're realizing that you need a better vision. Yep. You're getting clear on your thoughts. Yeah. So like, I'm feeling kind of good. Yeah, exactly. Like I'm feeling good, like I'm bringing new thoughts to the family. Feeling oh so swell. Hell yeah. I'm feeling kind of swell. I can't believe my eyes. Christmas time kind of vibes. What is this? What is that? I just don't know. I got a present in my hand as I go, when flow up on this beat, so I can tell you more as I speak. And now I'm just speaking up for the me inside the heat that don't have a what? A voice up on the scene, it be just a thought. Coming and going, I want some walk, I wanna take a stroll. Go down a new pathway, a new perspective, yo. And then I want to do these things to help me release myself to a new higher scenery. And then I understand I'm just a dupe of what I can be and strong as I am. But there's a difference from this me and this thought. So I'ma take that walk. I do what I do, making sure this move's kinda smooth. Doing what I can up on this flow, so you can understand this cards that I'm pulling on the scene. I'm just showing you pinpointed things, so you can know that is your walk with your own thought, and as you give yourself some love with new talks. Look at this. High priestess vibes on the bottom of this dish. Nah, let me get focused. I think y'all got the picture, and if y'all didn't, guess what? Probably gonna talk about it. Here you go. So, If you need a more practical note, there it is. You got the pager needles, got little things happening, new points of view. This is just, people like to say internet, that's great. I think also a more traditional way will be saying the classroom. So these are lots of thoughts swinging around the classroom, the workplace. These are different ideas coming together, working together. The internet does that too, but it's us understanding that there's just multitude in a single space. These three different people inside of this one tub. So looking at that, that's like you. You got a lot of different thoughts about everything. If I said to you, if I said the simple phrase, what do you want to eat? You're instantly going to start to produce recall memory, because that sound frequency in and of itself, the sound of me saying familiar words to you, eat, want, you, like what we call caveman speech inside like English class when we're trying to get down to the root idea of a sentence or a passage. Caveman speak, take the most important information out. And if I said that to you, your body instantly, me want this. Like, even if you don't even know that's what you want. But then let's say you was a pregnant woman, you might not know what you want, but the baby might want what it wants, so you might have a craving. And that craving makes you go and get that shit. And you don't know why you're getting that shit. You just know that, damn, I need to get this shit. That's the same thing. You got things inside of you, thoughts. The craving, the word eat. Where do you want to go? What do you want for your birthday? These are things that you have to decide. But in your decision, you got options in one single space. So the idea is, how can you pinpoint those things down that make you feel like, A, you're giving gifts to people and that make you feel good, or B, you are ecstatic about the gift that you really wanted. Like, those two vibrations what we're bringing with this, and maybe you're connecting with people who can bring this same dish, who got the same mindset, something to help uplift you, because you know what, you need it right now. So here is something a little jazzy, here's something a little vibey, here's something that'll help you see yourself at a higher space, for the simple fact that you are here doing good things for this place. So even if you've lost, remember, you're found because of them. And that's a gift. Woo! Damn, you are the gift to this world. Who would have thought that it would be you understanding everything that you do, and that brings a smile to a new. This is how I feel. You're tapping into yourself, tapping in. You're tapping into yourself. And in that tap in, what you're doing is you're finding the things that make you feel that feeling. Not just this, but the gift. Look at this. And you know that you are the gift. So what are you really actually looking at? You're looking at the you that brings excitement. I think that's what you're searching for. You're looking at the you, or you're looking for that you who you know makes you feel good on the inside, makes you feel that you have everything that you need, makes you feel as if you are free. Why do you want this freedom so much? Why do you feel like it's so rough? Why were you so forced to see? Here's our main understanding. You don't know where to find love. You don't know where to go inside and actually go and fill that cup up that resides in that space. a space of contentment with self, but empty, half a vessel, closed off to a new. But you know you need a new start. You need a new start. You need a place where you can feel more like yourself and not like you're drowning or being pulled or being drained or being taken away from or fed upon. You need the freedom to choose. But you don't know what to choose. So you're dying for a practice of choice. But you want these choices to make you feel full. So you've been taking on new responsibilities, doing things in a way to where you can try to boost these flames. Yes, it's going to be hard. Yes, you're going to have lots of responsibilities. Yes, some of these passions can go out. But you got to remember, this is the ace, seen as the many. This one chandelier, this one you, have so many different ways that you can respark your own tune. Soul did it. You can do it too. So, how can you share this love for yourself that makes you feel like you? You can follow your passions gleefully. You can treat yourself as the burning desire of just curiosity. You can allow yourself to check out the different passions, just like in this tub. All the different ideas swirling within you. Now there's just one. Go down one pathway after another, and be excited about it. And if you're not excited about it, that shows you that's not the pathway to go through. Maybe later. Right now, no. You in this dark, and you got this candle, and what do you have on your mind? Whew, how can I get through this dark time? And then you find the light, and you see that the light is with you. So you actually hold it close to yourself, and that helps you see the room. The room to where you can fill yourself up. But what do you fill yourself up with? More light, more experience, victory, movement, standing out, trying, competing, doing new things, doing old things, making sure that there's differences, there's changes. Believe in the fact that you are older, you're different, you're not the same. And then go back, see the difference, see what brings you that spark. That is how you ignite the lights. This is how you brighten up the room in this void space in your heart that's making you feel like you got a hole in your dome. This chandelier, this candle holder, this aspect of you, these lights need to grow. Brighten yourself up by giving yourself more of you. Alright, let's get a little more practical. Hear ye, hear ye. I got a message for you and you and you. I got a message for you. You and you. I got a message for you. Huh. You and you. A message for you. Message. So, the message here that I'm bringing to you was just this thing about the 8 of candles on this groove. It's just a movement to a new you. It's just you trying things out. Maybe true. Maybe true to your heart or maybe false. It don't matter which way you choose this walk. Just do what you can. Do as I am and make sure that you understand. You got to make sure that you understand if these things make you feel bright. And if these things are making you feel like you're full of light-hearted energy, then you know that's not for you. And this is the movement, that's the cue. And it's hard to be comfortable with things that are always on the move. Constant flux, change. That is what we have to get our mindset on. This constant flux or change is what we call luminosity. The luminescence of each of these candles, how bright they are, it is built upon the same thing. It's just a burning candle. There's never one point in time where that flame is exactly the same, even though it looks like it's just burning, but that's because we took a step back. Because we took a step back, we got a chance to see, does this bring more light to me? Does it make me feel good? Does it make me feel bad? Where is this location that's dynamically happening? Where is it inside of me? Is it my mind? Is it my heart? Is it my hopes to be? Where do I see this light? And if I let it get space, will it shine? Will it be dim or will it shine bright? Will it become stronger or will it poof, diminish? Can it stand this infinite darkness? And if it doesn't, then I know I can move to the other things, because if I find the lights inside of me that burn brighter when I give it attention, that means it'll burn twice as much, maybe 4 times as much as me having that other candle. So by you making the sacrifice to not have 10, but to take only the 8 top dog brightly burning candles, you will shine brighter because you'll have a more concentrated space. So the more concentrated you are, the more focus, guess what? The more shine you can spread. And that's because you're putting in an increase of work. You're looking at a change. You're looking for a difference. You're looking at the things that make you say, yay. So, the yes for you, finding out, how do I get more of myself? It's for you to walk towards the things that make you feel lighter, brighter, happier, and eventually that'll feel like more of yourself. But remember, it's a constant flux, so it's never not. So this is why people build a craft, because I can build details within that same aspect. I can continue to burn, and sometimes I'll burn brighter, sometimes I'll burn dim, because with crafting, you mess up. With crafting, you have to be crafty. You have to be detailed. You have to understand how to maneuver within these spaces when you got so much love for these places. So this page of potions helps you understand that you don't have to reminisce all the time about the things that were left standing, the spilled over cups from before. You don't have to reminisce because your cup is contained. You're ready to share yours with the right temperance. But the thing is, you're still watching these rivers just flow. Cry me a river. But think about why you're crying. Think about what hurts. Think about where. Think about who. Give yourself some details. And guess what? Can you see the light within these details? Can you feel great for you? Can you feel giddy that you got a gift that you never knew that you wanted? You're walking in this dark, and then you got your own light. And what does that lead you to? A room full of bright lights. A place to make you feel that you can feel good being you. A place to help you feel anew. I want to keep going, but I'm feeling like this is the end. So, we got the 3 of candles, we got the 7 of needles. The 7 of needles is normally a card of sneaking. Sneaking, and this is a card of waiting on your ships to come in. What this shows me is that you have some thoughts that's stopping you from taking 3 of your main passions and placing them into a single one candle holder. Just like the 10. Again, it's multiple candles being put together into one. If you go to the 4th candles in this card, that's 4 different people holding their own candle. So it's, what I'm saying is that the symbology behind what is coming out for you right now in this situation of getting deeper to yourself, overcoming this grief, stepping into your own life, really understanding how to live through your wants as a you. It comes through by grouping you together, taking those passions that burn bright and putting them together, because they're all you, different parts of you. So now that's going to, of course, lead you to different thoughts about how do you use this newfound self. Where do I take myself? What do I do with this aspect of me called freedom? What do I do with the things that I need to hope, to help me hope, to help my heart burn with a raging passion and then be quelched and squelched? How can I relight myself with myself? How do I let one of these candles burn out, but then one of these come and reignite its own flame? How do I support me in these variations, these different passions? How do I know? That is a good question. How do we know? Let's find out. How do we know? How do we know? Follow your heart. Follow your judgments. Follow what you know. And even if you don't know, follow that goal anyway. Because it's going to be squandered if it's not for you. But you can relight your spark if it's done for you. Judgments. Nice and naughty. I can put this naughty kid in a space like this bathtub and I can say, hey, go get Santa Claus for me. Naughty kids doing a naughty job makes them good, right? Judgments. Follow what works for you. Again, you be the judge. What works for you and what doesn't work for another is not your obligation. What works for you and then it doesn't work for you and you come to that realization, that's still not your obligation. You're not obligated to squander your own desires to keep trying. You're obligated to keep yourself going. You're obligated to keep yourself moving. You're obligated to allow for space, no perfections. Yes, these candles, one of these candles can go out, maybe two of them can go out. Shit, even if all three go out, I know I just need a little bit, a little spark, a little bit. If I get one of these three things going again, guess what? I can get it all back. It's no problem. It's allowing me to feel comfortable knowing that things can go and things can come. Things can be replaced. Things can have an alternation. Things can have substitutes. Things can be replaced in a way where you wouldn't consider them like a space. You can be the replacement or the replacer in that time exchange, in that judgment call, in that decision made when you're in that dark hall. You got to make the choice. So that's going to bring you light. Because what it does is it gives you a place to ignite. It gives you that tip to each of these candles. It allows you to see your hard work, your organization, the you. The fact that you even got a chance to make this choice. That's what it do. So even if you're in a stuck position, know you wasn't always there. And that's how you keep walking. That's how you keep helping yourself. That's how you process things like grief. That's how you allow yourself to be happy for a longer period of time. That's how you allow yourself to not be as happy on things you love, but then not as sad on things that you hate. That allows you to treat these thoughts that you have and call them out and take a new place, a new approach. Saying to yourself, yes, I know you feel bad, but what else do you have? If you're just here to give me sadness, negative thought, then you're going to have to go. And I'm not feeling no kind of sadness about that. And I can tell You can hear it in my tone. Get your ass the fuck out of my head if you aren't going to bring some positivity. That's what the fuck I said. And if it doesn't comply, you don't feel any bad taking a new step. You'll start anew. Why? Because you got it off your chest. You told it what it's going to do. You know you're moving towards you happily, no matter what that thought choose to do. Choose to help you. Choose to be a thorn in your back. No matter what it do, you made your voice heard, and that's how the magic happens. 4 of candles. All 4 parts of you lit up. Now you got a new candle lit because you put it in at work. You knew what was up. You knew what tried to squelch your flames. And you said, I've been here before, so I know I can get my ass up and start a new lane. Hell yeah. Good job, you. Good job, you. Building yourself up. So I wanted to end it, but this is not this song. So conflicting passions, that's a good example when you causing judgment. I could have just said, all right, let's get the final messages, but as soon as I thought that, I didn't feel right. And so because I didn't feel right, again, I said, all right, cool. You got another idea? Yep, let's enjoy this song and let's see what happens. And guess what? That's an example. That's crazy. I just started skipping right there. It's crazy. There you go. That's your example. Here's your 5 of candles. All of that battling. Nah, we know how to enjoy that shit now. We all know how to say, all right, go. And if you go and on the spot you don't know where to go, calling judgment on you and you're out. It's a game now. You're not seeing yourself in these negative thoughts as things that, bring you down. You're letting yourself get negative on them. Let's be a little dark. All right, let's play a game. Whichever one of you negative thoughts do not have the most positive value on my life, you got to go. Battle starts between you 3. Fight. You place the negativity upon itself. What does it do? It does it take itself out. And when you have a negative times a negative, that creates a positive. So you got the negative situation, these negative thoughts in your mind, these things that's stopping you from making a decision, these things that's stopping you from seeing yourself. You got these things in your mind, but now you're telling them, well, you decide. Which one of you sucks the most? Which one of you does not belong? Which one of you thoughts that try to hold me back, try to keep me stumbling, which one of you things over here is the most powerful? Which one of you suck? Place those thoughts, those negativities upon themselves and let themselves call judgment upon their own negativity. But what did you do? You contained 5 negative things into a simple situation. All of these things are bad, but you know what? It's just that person, it's just the Karen, it's just this, it's just that. It's just this, and you simplify that thing. Guess what? That's the best strategy to keep calling judgment. Alright, now what's our final message? Alright. So, this card is almost in space. What this tells me is you have to stop looking at things from the past. At least in the same way. You have to take these past energies, these past emotions. It's the emotion. You got to see the emotions in the new way. Like, missing somebody doesn't mean not, like you're always going to miss them. Okay? So you're always going to miss them. But missing somebody doesn't mean you stay in the same time zone of that missing. In other words, you got to find some diversity in your grief as you're missing this person. Miss them on the boat with your husband and kids. Miss them on the fucking podcast with your husband. Miss that person so much with your girlfriends on your international trip, your business partners. Use this energy to allow you to say, look at all the things that I did even when I was in grief. Look at all the things I was able to do while still carrying this. Me, I know we missed them, but did it stop you though? I love being here with you. Can you ask me that? Do I love being here with you? Do you love being here with me? Talk to yourself as if you were missing, as if you missed that part of you, as if we cannot get back to you. See if it boosts your spark. Don't see if it makes you go take a lap down memory lane. Let's not do that. Let's try to keep ourselves the same. So, make sure we're calling judgments on the things that we need to do to keep ourselves moving in a certain pattern. And if we can't, allow those patterns to be their own doom. Let them conflict with themselves. You just give yourself the time and space to see a difference. And once you can do that, then you would always be strong in your own conviction. Whether you're sad, whether you're grieving, whether you're missing somebody, whether you will never see that person again, be glad that you feel sad. All that sadness is a power. All of that sadness is strength, but it's simply just love. You gotta understand that that person is not coming back. But what that does is that allows you to take that person and build a whole new candle. And that candle starts from that flame. And that pain is your spark. That pain is all the love that you've had for this person. And the more pain that you have, that means the more fuel that you got, the brighter this love can shine. But this is a part of you. So you gotta find that part of you so you can find that part that loves so very much. It's time to take that love and shine it onto yourself. So you gotta take this love and pour it out for yourself. You can do it. All right, people. Oh, I forgot I was gonna get one of these. I'm glad I pulled them out. Let's get you a oracle message. Look, gratitude. It's crazy. And despondence. Oh, shit. It's in your mind. You gotta follow your intuition. You gotta believe that you're doing the right thing. Keep purging. Cause you're gonna be that same great mother that you loving and that you're missing. You're already her. She's gonna help you get all those things to fill up that space. So you gotta be happy that you're feeling this right now because it's just tilling those soils. It's tilling the soil so you can have fertile grounds. You can you can be free. You can be okay through anything. Both of these cards, I haven't opened these cards in so long. Despondence and gratitude, think they're nearly the same people. Like, they both have vines and growth surrounding them. One is about the creation of the world. The other is love from heaven. Gratitude for the loved ones in heaven. Despondent for the love on this earth. You're not alone though. All right. What is our final message? Oh, smack you like a sandwich. Gratitude at the bottom. It's crazy. What's our final message? Final message. Where do we need to put these boundaries up? This new perspective of new feelings. It's new perspectives. So somebody trying to get to somewhere too quickly. And because they keep doing the same thing over and over, they're missing something. And they mad. So it's like playing a video game, brand new, and you don't know where to go, so you keep going through the same places over and over and over. You're looking for the spark in the same space, and it's talking about something that what you speaking up about the boundaries, that you have in your mind, the battles that you be having, the conversations. Something about that it's like you. Here it is. Your lexicon is underdeveloped. That is your word bank. All the words and different meanings and things like that, how you can comprehend the lexicon, that is moving. It hasn't matured to your situation yet. You have to take in the chance to allow for new conversations to happen. And in other words, you're learning new words. You gotta get around some new words. For me, these are going to be books. Books. Get into somebody else's world. That gives you more time exploring yourself, which allows you to discern the differences between which passions remain the ones that helps you remind you of gratitude for your pain. So again, in patience, this is clearly telling me that you need to have a little bit more patience with how you can describe your experiences. Exactly. You're trying to get over these things super quickly, but the longer you stay, the more you grow. That's what it is. Like, you're growing through these things. Your plant doesn't grow. Ladies, mothers, I've already said this. You had a little seed and you took 9 months to grow that thing, but guess what? It's still even growing after it leaves your body. So you created something that can keep growing even without you. Be patient. Growth happens even when you're outside. Growth happens even when you're outside. You've been going through these same worldly struggles even on the inside. It's the same will to fight, that same spark. You have to be more patient with developing this. So let's see how you can do this dish. How can you cook it up? You can cook it up. Heart space healing. You need people like me. You need a person like this who can bring you words so you can be free. Yeah. So, don't be impatient with your grief. That's all I'm trying to say, man. It doesn't matter what it looks like on this outside. You got a chance right now to let it all go. And it doesn't matter what it all is. And I'm just telling you, all of it is just a start. You're going to have to keep letting it all go. 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 And when you let it go some more, you're going to have to keep letting it go some more. And keep letting it go some more. This is irrational. This is you being born inside your mama and outside your mama. This is you as a timeline living. You're never going to have that gap closed. This grief will never go away. Accepting the grief as what it is and grow. Stop being the victim to your own self. This is a superpower. This is the ability to grow multiple things now. You are the farmland. You're not the crop. You are now laying seeds so new generations can go. It's your time. It's your chance to step up and be what your mom was. So, understand what's happening with you in your darkness right now. Understand what's going on so you don't have to be too patient trying to get out. Be confident in this spark of whatever you got going on, because this right here is what you got going on. Don't be impatient with these words, these thoughts of the past. Find some new words in a new place. Something that'll help you make it last. You can do it. You can do it. You can change your mindset behind this opposition in your mind, and you can see it as growth. So, enjoy your growth, people. Don't rush your process. Be open, because that's a part of your process. So, accept your grief. Process it by variating your grief. Be sad on the mountain, be sad outside, be sad over here. And give yourself some more words. So, start off with soul inspiration. Start off with Respark Fitness Motivation. It'll give you the things that you need, and that's a new point of view. So good luck on your grieving journey, as I give myself good luck too. Peace.